Just ask your thoughts on that, because it much like the Liverpool game, very cruel ending.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, very similar feeling. Maybe without the style of performance that I thought we produced against Liverpool was right out our top range today. I didn't feel it was. But the collective effort, the commitment was there, the desire to win was there. I thought mentally we were really good. Don't think it was our best performance, but still winning that game 1-0 would have been sort of the perfect boost for us, because we've done that many times. Today, fortunately, we couldn't hold on to that and end up with nothing.
It is the life of a goalkeeper. Nick Pope was absolutely outstanding. What did you make of that decision to take the quick kick, which gave the ball straight back to Arsenal, and that's from the corner that they scored from?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a prime example of hindsight's a wonderful thing, isn't it? And when you're playing, you have seconds, sometimes less, of course, to make split-second decisions that impact the game. And I think Nick's been very positive today in everything that he's done. Number of really good saves. I think he just distributed the ball in a similar way with a throw, which was really effective. And as you say, that is the life of a goalkeeper. But still, from the resulting corner, we should have defended it better.
Thank you. Damien?
Another goal from Nick. But, I mean, if ever there was a lesson of what the Premier League could be like, that was it today for him.
Yeah, today would have been another great learning experience for him, because the speed of that game, the physicality of the game, that's as tough as you'll get. We know Arsenal are a very strong team, set plays, loads of different facets of their game require physicality. Ours is very similar, and he'll leave going, it's quick, it's strong, and you have to bring that yourself to be successful. And I thought his goal was a brilliant example of what he can be. I don't think as a team we particularly fed him well today. I think it was not a huge number of crosses going in the box. What he did feed off, I thought he did well.
Did look good for Tino, doesn't he? In the early years of that.
I've got no update to give you other than I know what you know. Seeing him go off in that manner was really distressing, I think, and he's been such a big player for us in so many different ways. His versatility, his attitude, his quality, and if we're going to miss that for any length of time, that's going to be a huge blow.
Thank you. I've got to George, Craig, and then to Lee, please.
Hi, Eddie. I know you've previously discussed goals, lack thereof. Is it a concern to you? There is a sort of lack of chances, perhaps, or chances being created for Nick? Do you feel that goals are there in the team?
Yeah, every game is different, but yeah, of course, today again, I'm looking at that going, if I'm Nick, I want more. I want more. Not necessarily from the team, because he plays an important role in that himself, but I want more goalmouth action. I'm going to thrive and live off that. Whatever bits he had today, he converted. And so I think that's something for me to reflect on. But I think whenever you play Arsenal, especially in the way that they played today, it's not going to be a game where you're going to get an abundance of chances. It's going to be a day where you have to take whatever comes your way, and you have to make sure you help the team play better. I thought he did that while he was on the pitch, and I've got no complaints with his performance.
There is no opportunity to stew or anything like that, because you immediately anticipate the Champions League and then another Premier League match. That's the absolute life of the moment, isn't it?
Yeah, but I think that's a good thing for us, George, to be honest. I think after today and the timing of the result, the manner of the result, you want another game quickly to put that to bed and change the feeling and change the energy. So I'm pleased we're playing again so quickly.
Craig?
For 85 minutes, your defenders and your goalkeeper have saved everything. They've kicked it, they've headed it, they've done what they can. You said there you were disappointed with the nature of the concessions. What did happen? Can you just explain to us what happened for the goals? In your
The goals?
From the coach's perspective, their goals.
Yeah, well, they're very different goals, although they're from the same source. So obviously we haven't done our jobs well enough individually, collectively. You can critique the goals from their side and say it was good play, but from us we had done better. I think throughout the game, I think the number and the weight of corners told in the end. We'd done so well from lots of those similar positions, but obviously I think the last one it's a killer blow. It's one of the last moments or actions of the game, and we had to do better in that moment there.
What sort of dressing room would you left behind there? Has anyone stood up and said something, because it wasn't a bad performance and it's kept so close to win? Has anyone addressed the room? Because I imagine morale is quite low.
Yeah, I think whenever you're in that situation, when there's a low moment, of course I speak, but I tend not to go too deep into how we played because it's not the time. I need to do it in a much more level state and then feedback how we can get better. I don't think an over emotive reaction ever helps in this situation, either be it from me or players. We now have to collectively come together and focus on our next game.
That's great. What's a lead to Jordan and then Dominic, please? Lee?
And you just looking at the days that to come, will you have sympathy with your team, or will you perhaps have harsh words given the way that you slipped away?
I think harsh words sometimes are needed. I mean, it depends on, there might be one voice to the team, one voice to individuals, but I do it on a very individual level if that's the case. The big thing I look at is effort levels, commitment, desire, organisation, of course. So many different things that go into a performance. I'm seeing the effort. The effort is 100% there. The quality today was lacking slightly. So I've got to be very careful that you don't make the performance or the mood or the morale worse. So I think very reflective I will be tonight, and then I'll figure out the way forward tomorrow.
I think you did it before, but it's probably a good thing you've got a game so quickly and you actually fly to another country and you can reset that way.
Yeah, I think again the change of competition possibly is a good thing for us as well, because we can just leave the Premier League behind and focus now on the Champions League and try and get that campaign up and running. It's been a tough opening to the season for us. Feels like we've taken some blows, but if we can be resilient enough to absorb those blows and come back stronger, we'll be better for it.
Excellent. John?
Mikel Arteta said Arsenal deserved to win. Do you agree with that assessment?
I thought they had more chances than us. They looked more of a goal threat than us. So on that side, you could say yes. But I thought defeat was harsh on us after everything we gave the game.
Tino came off with Lewis Hall back for Wednesday.
Yeah, we hope so. Lou was suffering a little bit of fatigue in his body today. So yeah, we hope he'll be available.
Thank you. Dominic?
Just to confirm, was it a knee injury for the team?
I think it was, yeah.
And it was the two big penalty incidents in the game, one overturned for Arsenal, VAR, and you had a handball shouted on. Just what were your thoughts on it?
Yeah, I've not seen them again. I think I have to trust VAR. I have to trust the process that they go through to end up with the decisions. I was hopeful, of course, that the penalty would be given. I saw the arm raised. I wasn't aware of the touch that I'm being told about beforehand.
Last two, we've got a Gary and then Scott, please.
Hi, Reggie. I just wondered what happened at the end there. Joe Linton seemed to be involved in an argument with one of Arsenal's staff members. Do you know anything? What was said? Or
No, nothing. I don't think it was anything major.
Scott, finish.
Just kind of following on from what you were saying there, anyway. I mean, it's been a season so far where you've been very close in a lot of games, but it just feels like fine margins have gone against you in lots of different ways. Now you've got the Tino injury potentially as well. I mean, is it important now that you kind of pull everyone together and keep morale up and everything? Because it has been a kind of test and start without you actually playing that badly.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think football's a very strange game sometimes. You end up sometimes not getting what you feel you deserve, and when you feel like the players are giving everything and are fully committed, and you see the desire and the commitment, which I'm seeing on a daily basis, and then sometimes momentum and rhythm and confidence, they're all interlinked. So I think it's my job to try and rebuild that slightly, try and get us feeling good, entering the pitch fully confident on what a good team we can be.
Thank you, everyone. Cheers.
Thank you. Thanks very much.